Hello, everyone. It's your favorite indecisive YouTuber back again. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a couple of weeks since I sat down to genuinely have a conversation with you guys. First off, I want to introduce you guys to my current Skyrim playthrough character. This is Susara. She is a light armor battle axe Nord, and she's currently in the middle of the I can't talk. Stormcloak questline. Basically, a quick rundown of her backstory, because it does have kind of something to do with the video that we're doing today. Is before she was born, her father got a prophecy that she would one day be called the warrior queen and champion of the people. And so after he died in the civil war that's currently going on, he sided with the Stormcloaks. She came to Skyrim to side with them as well. I tried to model her after Red Sonja, which is a series I haven't read in a long time. I really should get back into it, as well as Conan the Barbarian. I think I've only ever read the half of the first book of Conan the Barbarian, but I kind of want to read it. I would love to. I'm almost done with the entire Sherlock Holmes collection, so I'm going to need another series soon. But anyway, so I thought I would talk to you guys while I was, just kind of running through Susara's story. She's actually done quite a lot. She has begun to question her, what's the word I'm looking for? Her dedication to the Stormcloaks and everything, just kind of due to just the way that she hears some people talk about Ulfric. She even went and visited Jarl Elsif and did a couple of things in Solitude, talked to people there. She's finished the entire Companion's quest line and cured herself of the werewolf disease. So right now she's just doing what her father wanted her to do, but she is questioning her life, and it's a fun role-playing experience. So you might be wondering, one, why am I telling you all of this? And two, why am I playing Skyrim in the background? To answer the second question first, there's two reasons for that. Number one, I didn't feel like getting dressed. I did not feel like getting dressed to do a video and fixing the lighting. You guys know for a long time that I've hated. By the way, I finished the In My Time of Need quest. I don't know why these guys are still here. They should be gone. But anyway, fussing about my lighting for a long time. I feel like I can never get the lighting quite right, and it genuinely frustrates me to no end. I prefer being a disembodied voice over some generic footage, which is kind of why I feel like I did so well when I did Dead by Daylight content. But the point is that I think we're actually going to go dungeon diving for this video. The reason we're playing Skyrim is because I have had an idea for a while. I say idea. I've had a lot of ideas for a while to do Elder Scrolls related content. Kind of like my favorite. Would I say the Elder Scrolls is my favorite game series of all time? It honestly might be my favorite video game series of all time. Not my favorite video game of all time. That's always going to be Legend of Dragoon. And for a while, the Sly Cooper series was my favorite. I would have called my favorite video game series. But last year, a couple years ago, I did the Journey Through Elder Scrolls series. Here on this very channel, actually. I'll link the playlist down below. Basically, I played all the Elder Scrolls games that I had never played before, so Arena, Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, and I ended up really, really enjoying, honestly, all of them. Arena and Daggerfall are acquired tastes. Since I've done the videos on those, I've went back and actually completed those games and their main quest lines all the way through, and I've wanted to go back in and do the Daedric quests in Daggerfall and see about other things, doing other things in those games and seeing what kind of lore bits I can get out of. But without getting too deep into it, basically the lore in Arena and Daggerfall are virtually meaningless to the modern day Elder Scrolls games. The Todd trilogy, as we call them, pretty much retconned a shitload of stuff from Arena and Daggerfall, and so it's almost not worth it. But I also kind of want to do it just because of how much I love Elder Scrolls, and pretty soon I'm going to get my hands on Redguard and Battlespire, and also I'm thinking about picking up the MMO. But anyway, so the Elder Scrolls is like my favorite video game series of all time. There's just no other game series that does open world role playing like the Elder Scrolls does. No other game series allows you to get as deep into making a custom character and playing out their story as the Elder Scrolls does, at least not in my opinion. I've never come across a game that's been able to do it like they do, right? There's a lot of great RPGs out there, but we're talking about like go into the game, make a custom character, and actually live in the world that is being built for you, right? Like there's not a lot of those out there. And the fact that I've played Skyrim what feels like thousands of times at this point and still not experienced everything and still not exhausted all of my options. And then Morrowind and Oblivion, I've gotten into like, say, the dozens, I would say. And I've obviously got a long way to go with those, right? So the fact that you can just replay these games over and over again and not experience everything and not exhaust all the different builds and ways to go about it and everything is just a testament to how great these games are. So the reason that I'm talking about all of this, the reason that I'm going through all of this with you is because I've always wanted to make a shift to Elder Scrolls content, like way back in the day, right? When I was like really starting to get big with Dead by Daylight, and like all of my videos were getting like 1,000 to 3,000 views on the regular without even they would drop at midnight and instantly be at like 1,000 views, right? I wanted to make a pivot to Elder Scrolls because for Skyrim specifically. And then once I played all the Elder Scrolls games, I was like, man, I would love to just make Elder Scrolls content, like do lore deep dive, do the same thing I was doing with DBD, right? Do like deep dives on the lore, talk about gameplay changes that I like, gameplay changes that I don't like, right? Talk about what I feel like they can do better, or even do like character analysis. Like I had this idea to like do this discussion around Delphine, where spoiler warning for this 14-year-old game, by the way, but Delphine asks you to kill a very important character. And I thought about doing a kind of rundown about why she, honestly, from her perspective, might not be wrong in that. Which probably has got a lot of people like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course she is. Fuck Delphine. But I thought that would be fun. I thought it would be a fun discussion to have. And so, I've had that on the back burner for a while. And, but I did say that I didn't want to do video game content anymore because then it made video games feel like a job, and I don't like when video games feel like a job. But then I wondered to myself, like, if I'm talking about a game I genuinely enjoy, will it ever feel like a job? Because Dead by Daylight didn't start feeling like a job until they started pissing me off. Until Dead by Daylight started pissing me off with their like genuine god awful changes and shit, it didn't feel like a job. When I was making videos around Dead by Daylight, I did it because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed making those videos. I feel like I felt like the game was at a pretty good spot at one point. It just needed a few tweaks, and then the devs fucking sniffed a mountain of Scarface piles of cocaine and was like, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna fucking ruin everybody's day. When nobody's happy, everybody's miserable. I don't know where I'm going. The fucking syndrome thing, right? When nobody's having fun, everybody's not having fun. And that's apparently a better fucking design philosophy than like, I don't know, talking to people who know what the fuck they're talking about and balancing your game around it. I don't want to go off on a fucking Dead by Daylight rant. But anyway, so I started wondering to myself, like, if I truly love a game and I truly love talking about it, then it's never going to feel like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a requirement, right? Like I have to do it. And also, too, one of the big things that I've solved with, you know, having a normal 8 to 5 job, which is still going great, by the way. I do want to let you guys know that it is still going good. I'm still having a good time. One of the things about having that is that I don't feel the need to constantly make videos. So as long as I'm able to take my time and I don't feel like, oh, you know, get a video out right now or you won't be able to pay your bills, oh my god, as long as that's going the way it is, then good. You know, so there's a part of me that really wants to start making Elder Scrolls content, not just Skyrim. Like, I think if I did make Elder Scrolls content, my first video would be on Delphine and her request to have you kill Paarthurnax, and why I don't think it's that wild from her perspective, which I think is a stance no one's really taken before, or at least I've never seen anybody take it before. So I think it'd be a fun discussion to have. Of course, I'll be called slurs from people who don't know how to, you know, understand that it's just a fucking video game. But I do think that it would be a very fun and interesting video to do. I think what's kind of holding me up right now is the fact that I don't know how to make, I don't know how to make them, I don't know how to make the videos look good. Is probably what I'm trying to say here. If you watch things like Fudge Muppet and Camel, Epic Nate, you know, guys like that, they have like all these like flybys, like they'll have like this character swing, like mid swing into a monster or something, and the camera's like slowly rotating around. It looks very cinematic and very interesting, and I don't know how to do that, which I probably can figure out with a little bit of research. I might even join Camel's Discord and see if he would be willing to I don't know, reveal his secrets to me. That would be something that I would be interested in learning. If anybody has any idea about how those things are done, you know, let me know down below. Get Fudge Muppet to watch the video and they can tell me to. No, I'm kidding. I genuinely love all those guys, like Fudge Muppet and Camel and that. I think they're genuinely like some of the best, not just Elder Scrolls creators, but like some of the best YouTubers out there in general. But anyway, so that's the first roadblock, is that I don't want to just have like a character that kind of looks like Delphine, like, you know, like come in here, console command a character looks like console command Delphine in front of me and then stare at her for, you know, 25 minutes or however long it takes me to get through talking about her. But you know, I want everything to look good. I want everything to look good. I want everything to feel good. I want it to be a proper Elder Scrolls game, because a lot of people don't believe it because haha Bethesda bugs, which is a funny joke, sure. But a lot of people don't believe it. But Bethesda puts a lot of work into these games. They put a lot of time, a lot of effort into the lore, into the energy that these games bring. So I want to make sure that these games are being treated with the respect they deserve. I don't want lazy, you know, just normal gameplay of me running around kind of like I'm doing now. I don't want just that for like lore discussions. Maybe in the future I'd love to do something like Scott from Fudge Muppet. He did this, it's called The Tale of Askeladd. I'll link it down below if you haven't seen it yet. But it basically was like this huge, like 9-part series. It was a Let's Play. It was a Skyrim Let's Play, but he did it from like this really cool role-playing angle where he would do these like cinematic recaps and like these story with cinematics, basically. He homemade cinematics for his character to like recap what the character had been through and all this other cool stuff. One of my favorite things, Scott, if you're watching this, where's the next one? Give us another one. I want Scott to just have a full channel where all he does is make those kind of Let's Plays. That would be so fucking sick. Anyway, I'm just yapping. You guys know me, but so you know, there's all sorts of stuff that you can do. You could talk about the Elder Scrolls for years and never get through all of it. But another idea I had was to do something like I would say kind of like a oh, that looks sick. That's the alternative armors from the Creation Club. Anyway, I also wanted to do something that's like something that's kind of like, I don't want to say background noise, but like the story of everyone in blank. Right. So like I would go into, for example, Whiterun, and I would talk to every single NPC, find out everything I can about each and every NPC, and then make it into like one gigantic, like multi-hour long video that you can like have on in the background, or you can like fall asleep to, right? And just kind of just tell the story of the people in Elder Scrolls. Of course, I would do the same thing in like Oblivion and Morrowind and stuff like that. Just like go through, where do these people live? What do they do during the day? You know, what's their story? What quests can they give you? Which is something a lot of people might already know, but I think it's fun to sit there and listen to people go over stuff you already know just from their perspective, especially as like a storyteller. Like I will rewatch a video if somebody could do a full quest on like in Skyrim, the Lighthouse quest. If you don't know, there's a story in Skyrim, and you won't know it's there unless you actually go to this lighthouse that's in the middle of fucking nowhere. But I actually did it on this character earlier. But there, you come across a lighthouse, and there's a murdered family in the lighthouse, and so you have to figure out the story from there. And I've seen people talk about that murdered family lighthouse quest. I already knew what happened. I already knew like what was going on with it, but I still watched it because I thought it was interesting and fun. But I wonder sometimes if I'm just kind of unique in that, not unique, that sounds so fucking pretentious. I'm unique. There's no one else like me. I'm not like the other girls, Dad. I just wonder, like, if is there other people out there that would like that kind of stuff, like the storytelling aspect of the Elder Scrolls and being able to dive into stuff you probably already know about. But I would still love to do stuff like that. I would absolutely adore doing things like that because you guys know me. I love to tell stories. So I guess the entire point of this video is to hold on. I'm going to be cutting out so much dead air in this thing. I guess there really is no point to this video. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. It's not like I'm going to sit here and be like, oh my God, guys, get ready for some Elder Scrolls content coming. Big teaser trailer. No, I'm just yapping. I often find it very cathartic to just talk, you know. Just sit there and talk to you guys, talk into a microphone. I cannot count the number of times that I've sat down and like made a video, like spoken and did a full video and then just didn't release it because it was cathartic to do so. Because it was cathartic to just sit down and talk and into a microphone. And even if I never post it, it just feels better, helps me get my thoughts in order, helps me feel like I'm you know, almost connecting with my self in a way. And this is something I've done for a long time. I think one of the major things that I used to do, when I did DBD content was every once in a while I would just make a video where I just talked. I just talked to you guys about whatever was on my mind or whatever was going through it. And this is what's been going through my mind for like the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, I guess. Really ever since I started Susara, I had almost like made a video about Susara herself and her backstory and everything, and like started like a let's play and just dropped a let's play out of absolutely fucking nowhere. Like, here's a 4-hour let's play. I didn't tell you guys it was coming, didn't tell you it was happening, didn't tell you nothing, but here you go. that shit would have gotten like 30 views. Fuck. But yeah, we're not done with this dungeon yet, and we're 20 minutes into this video. But outside of that, some good news. I have dropped 25 pounds since I stopped doing content creation full time, which was back in early June. So yeah, 25. Yeah, early June. June, July, August. Yeah, yeah. Early mid June. Whenever it was that I stopped doing content creation full time, you guys would have to go back and see. But ever since I like stopped doing content creation full time, I've dropped 25 pounds, which I'm very proud of myself for. I'm back below 300. I'm at 270, 272, something like that. And my pants no longer fit, which is fun. But also I have health insurance now, so I'm going to be able to go to the doctor and get some actual treatment for my diabetes and stuff like that, and hopefully go get my teeth fixed and everything. So genuinely, life is going freaking amazing. Life is going really, really good. I honestly, I'm only doing this because dwarven centurions are a pain in the ass. This character doesn't. Generally doesn't use magic, but dwarven centurions are like actual pains in the asses. So, but anyway, so yeah, so I've been doing very well for myself. I have been as happy as one could be. I often use the anecdote that all I'm really missing in life is someone to hold at night, because that is all I'm missing in life. Pretty soon, I'm going to be looking at either signing over the trailer to my mom completely, because we both own it. Something that I never really talked about to, I did not know you could get kill cams on Dwarven Centurions. Something I never really talked about, because quite frankly, it was really nobody's fucking business. But the trailer that I live in is actually owned by me and my mom. I paid most of the money for this trailer. We put it in both of our names, but this fucking thing is completely falling apart, so I'm ready to toss it. I'm ready to get rid of it. I'm not going to get near what I paid for it altogether. We paid around 15K. I put in about 10,000 of that back when I was working at the casino. So I doubt I'm going to get that 10,000 back. Probably going to be, oh shit, I think there's something in this Centurion I got to grab. Probably only going to get about maybe 2,500. Honestly, what the fuck is it? Not, oh, it's over here. Well, that's her sword. But wait, no, there's something that goes in that slot. Am I stupid? So anyway, I'm probably not going to get a good portion of the money back for it, but honestly, it's probably better to just cut my losses and go get an apartment complex where somebody else can worry about fixing the fucking floors and the fucking sink and the electrical system and all this other shit. Like, I dude, let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something. All right, if you ever think owning a house is great, it probably is better than dealing with shady landlords, but God, is it fucking expensive, and I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of how expensive it is to own a fucking trailer. But yeah, so I just wanted to come up here, and I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys, talk to you, hang out with you, tell you a little bit about what's going through my mind, about my life, about my love for Elder Scrolls, and how I kind of want to make Elder Scrolls content. Like I said, don't take this as an announcement. I'm not like coming out and being like, yo, get ready for get ready for Get ready for Elder Scrolls content coming soon. That's not what this is. It's just a thought. It's a possibility. It's not a promise. I don't want to promise you guys something I can't deliver on. But yeah, that's what I've been thinking about. It's what I've been thinking about. It's what I've been doing when I'm off work. I kind of get off work and come home and play Elder Scrolls. I'm probably going to take a break from playing Susara because I've been playing her for about a week straight now. Probably going to take a break from her story for a little bit and go maybe go play some Oblivion. I wanted to play the remaster, but my computer can't run it. I cried actual tears. I cried actual tears when I realized that my computer can't run Oblivion. I'm telling you, dude. Like when I'm not fucking with you. I cried literal tears. But anyway, yeah. Say bye to Susara. If you guys do see her again, next time you see her, she'll probably have finished the main storyline, because that's what I'm doing after the Civil War, and then I don't know, go hunt some vampires or something. I haven't decided. I like to let people's stories organically come out. Like I always build a character with like a vague idea of what I want them to do, and then I just let their story develop as time goes on. So, but yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one.